The future of Baldur's Gate 4 is in trouble. Well, that is the term that I would consider with regards to some issues where supposedly Wizards of the Coast are planning to make the new installment of the legendary Baldur's Gate franchise. Honestly, who could blame them? Following up the massive success of the IP, which is the most logical thing to do for a company, right? Throughout the years, we've witnessed so many games that has followed this path already, so most probably Wizards will follow suit. Even though Lorien specifically said that they already decided not to make Baldur's Gate 4.
That's not what we're made for. I mean,
Right.
like, that's literally the opposite of what Larian is about. We want to do big new things. We don't want to rehash the thing that we've done already.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
On focus more on doing new things, which is the best approach in my opinion. But if you think about Wizards and its parent company Hasbro, it hasn't been doing very well outside of their usual card games, tabletops, and toys. Digital media is not their strongest department, to put it lightly, so obviously once Baldur's Gate 3 came along with resounding success, the guys at Wizards and Hasbro may have found their golden goose. Fortunately for Lorien, they opt to dip out and move away from Wizards' grubby hands. We may never know what's the reason behind Lorien's decision to move away from Wizards of the Coast, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be funding or money for the development. In recent years, back in 2023, Baldur's Gate 3 has racked in a whopping $446 million in overall revenue, reached well above 10 million players in February 2024. To this day, the game still retains upwards of 40 to 60k concurrent players a day. If you compare to other non-live service games, this is just insane. Hasbro/Wizards of the Coast got a clean 90 million from that investment.
Hello, I like money.
So you'll be damn sure Wizards will most likely want more of that, and that makes me worry. The problem is that this is actually based on an article that has been circulating online that allegedly the Dragon Age Veilguard developers, led by Corin Bush, could be the team developing Baldur's Gate 4.
Excuse me, what?
I know it's crazy, right? If for some reason this is true, the team who made the worst Dragon Age are now being hired to develop the sequel to one of the best games ever made narratively. Based on my personal experiences with the Veilguard, it's more of a disappointment and cringe.
I don't know what we're gonna do, Rook. We released the ancient elven gods, Elganon and Gillenane.
I know. I don't even know how to approach taking on the ancient elven gods of Elganon and Gillenane without Solus.
Hey, are you guys talking about the ancient elven gods, Elganon and Gillenane, that were recently released when you defeated Solus?
Yes!
I've played Dragon Age 1 and 2 back in the day, and a bit of Dragon Age Origin, which is undoubtedly one of the best Dragon Age by the franchise. The Dragon Age that I played the most is from Inquisition. I really felt that is quite a solid experience. Yes, it doesn't have the grim and dark theme of Dragon Age 1 and 2. Instead, it leaned more into the fast-paced RPG style that was quite popular at that time. In contrast to my point of view, people thought that Inquisition was one of the less favored by the fan base, which is totally understandable. Dragon Age is supposed to be bloody, grim and dark, and Inquisition was honestly not that. You can just imagine my standards of having to play Dragon Age Inquisition first and being introduced to the Veilguard right after, it was already surprisingly low. To put into summary of that experience, Dragon Age the Veilguard feels one of those mandatory classes or seminars that you need to attend back in university, where you get extra credit because your lecturer or your professor wants you to attend just for the sake of it, only to get lectured by a group of individuals that you need to behave in a certain way, do and think in a certain way to validate their worldview.
Oh, shit. They're still holding it. Sorry.
What are you doing?
Pulling a Barv. Tradition in the Lords of Fortune from one of our old members, Barv. Good guy, but like most of us, his plans went sideways a lot.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
The experience feels like you're not there because you want to, but you don't have a choice because you're forced into awkward situations that you don't even care about. That's the whole narrative experience of the Veilguard. It forces you into long, awkward cutscenes that shove agenda after agenda down your throat. It's so awkward and cringe.
Thank you. So, I'm non-binary.
Who the starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
Imagine you just came home from a 10-hour workday where you just want to hang out and escape the real world for just a few hours, but the only game that you have available is the Veilguard, where it continuously pulls you back to the real world over and over again, discussing about social issues. To Veilguard's credit, graphically it looks amazing. Most of the skyboxes and levels are expansive, but that's only the thing that I can talk about that is most likely positive. Some people may argue that Baldur's Gate 3 is like that with their dialogues. My reply would be, stop playing the Veilguard, it's rotting your brain. Baldur's Gate 3 indeed has social issues that it tackles and it talks about in the game, and it's quite inclusive. As for the romances, you can end up with most of the characters regarding your preferences, but the major difference is that Baldur's Gate 3 makes it believable.
One of the biggest questions we continually ask ourselves when we're reviewing the game is like, is this believable? Can I believe in this? This is wider than just sexuality. It goes for every single thing in it. And it's something that we put a lot of attention to it. Most of the feedback to a writer is, I don't believe in this. Yeah. So, and then it gets redone until I believe in it. So and I think that is one of the reasons why it feels natural when you play the game.
Thank you!
Dialogues, interactions make sense. It doesn't forces you into awkward situations if you don't want to. I can talk about the gameplay, combat, and other stuff, but that's all for another topic. Long story short, I had to refund the game and uninstall because I couldn't take the whole writing and narrative anymore. As far as I know, majority of the player base has done the same. Case in point, BioWare has just laid off the whole Dragon Age, the Veilguard's director, editors, and writing team for not reaching the sales expectations. To put it more into context, currently the Veilguard only has 1,000 to 3,000 concurrent players playing right now, compared to other games developed years ago like Kingdom Come Deliverance had more players than the Veilguard, and mind you, that was the Veilguard's peak numbers. Hasbro must have seen how the Veilguard performed and wanted to get into the action. I could imagine Hasbro's president going like, hey fam, I saw what you did to the Veilguard, I love it, I want you guys to write and develop Baldur's Gate 4 for us, and I think it's gonna be a resounding success, just like what you did to the Veilguard right now.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Thinking about it is just insane. So you mean to tell me you are the developers and writers responsible for that crap? Allegedly, based on his article, Cornbush, who was at the helm of developing the game back in BioWare, which is the Veilguard, is now working in Skeleton Key and is in communication with Wizards of the Coast according to some leaks. I really don't know what's going on with Hasbro/Wizards and what they're smoking there, but I think it's gonna be a really bad idea if you bring in the team that technically killed Dragon Age and the future of Dragon Age projects from the fan base, especially if it's gonna be the follow-up to Baldur's Gate 3, which is one of the most successful games ever made. But if you think about it, based on the direction of D&D is going now with the new inclusive rulebook where they add the safe sign, is just weird, bro.
The latest edition of D&D encourages all players to hold up a safe sign if someone is making them feel uncomfortable.
Oh, fuck.
I just hope all of this is just a rumor and Wizards are cooking something epic, but if it's indeed true, I'll definitely be here to cover everything, so be sure to keep yourself updated by tuning into this channel. Baldur's Gate 4's future may be in trouble, true or not. We'll keep an eye open for the eventual crash or a resounding success for this legendary franchise. And that's it guys, thank you for watching the video. Would love to know what do you guys think about the future of Baldur's Gate 4 in the comment below. Shout out to all the people who subscribe and keep supporting the channel. I really appreciate you guys for all the amazing support. And for all the people who haven't subscribed yet, thank you for watching my videos and I hope I earn your subscriptions in the future. But if you're new today, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button. If you want to support me directly, join button is below. Are you curious on what are the best mods and builds for Baldur's Gate 3? We have all of the mods that you'll ever need for the week, month, and mods of the year. Just click these videos right here. Finally, that's it from me. I'll see you soon. The next Master Buck Show. Peace out. Bye guys.